Alrighty then, back once again for the last reaction of RWBY Volume 4. This is Chapter 12, No Safe Haven. I am not wasting any time because of the length of this video. We are jumping in right now. Ooh. See the end of number 11 because it was recorded right before this for what should basically be my intro thoughts to this episode. Here we go. Good luck, kids! You're damn well gonna need it. Oh boy. That is a cool muzzle on that horse. So that's what that extra limb's all about. He's just slumped over the side. There's that blood-curdling shriek. That is definitely unsettling. His movement. Ah! Shield. He can stretch. And he's fast, which proves that he was plodding around for fun in the flashback. Ah! Yeah! Yeah, his semblance seems to mask yourself from the grim. It was like they disappeared to him. That's a very cool power to have when it comes to survival. Oh? I wonder what Crow was trying to tell him. Ugh! It doesn't look very vulnerable to weapons. I say keep attacking his flank. Yeah, just gotta keep moving. Oh, yeah, horses have a kick. Ah, oh, upgrade! I love seeing this. I can't wait to see what the Renegades think of John doing something. Because they're like the only ones I see in the reactor community who sort of pick on John. Kids, you're doing decent. Keep it up. Even though it doesn't seem like he's taking damage, you're not dead yet. That's a win in my book. Please don't do that. You stop that right now. That is getting very annoying. And their auras aren't infinite. They can only be hit so many times before they'll start taking real damage. Oh! Ooh! Ooh! You had me so scared. I thought she'd been impaled right there. Ah. Upskirt humour. Oh, her aura's gone. Yeah, now watch out for the kick. Yeah, there you go. And of course, Nora's hurt, so now Ren is in blood rage mode. Also, past traumas, he's basically lost his sense. And that makes you predictable, which makes you easier to beat. And your aura's gone. One by one, we all fall down. And because Sun's aura disappeared when he overtaxed his semblance, I think it works the other way around. With no aura, I don't think Ren can use his semblance anymore. Oh, they're under a building like they used to be. Oh. Oh, John and Ruby. Of course, she's got a bit of extra agility. Oh.
Nora, let go. Nora,
you've got no aura, dude. You've got no aura. It'd be suicide.
No. I won't let you kill yourself like this. After everything we've been through, I won't let it end.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Tie into being under a building.
Like this.
He still has it.
We can do this.
Okay, so he's got his level head back. Good. John, my boy, you have done so well to keep up.
Ren! Jean and I can take care of its arms. I'll take care of the horse.
And I'll take care of the rest.
Okay, so can this work? I thought that such a big threat might outlast this episode. But it would make sense, I guess, for them to beat it if this is concluding Ren's whole thing. He's doing stuff and I love it. Yeah, you're not used to being pushed around like this, are you? Yeah, so it looks like this is just a super powerful Grim, not necessarily an invincible one. Which is the impression it gave off. So, yeah.
For my father.
Wow, savage.
For all those that you've slain.
I assume it doesn't have noxious breath, otherwise it would have unleashed it. Well, they actually did beat it. Now, I did say at the end of the last episode, or maybe early in this one, I don't think, that if they did manage to beat it in a satisfying way, I'd still be okay with it. That was hella satisfying. I'm not mad. Of course. Still breathing. Everyone is. 10 out of 10 team. Mission rank A.
It's quiet. Good job, kiddo.
Oh. Ren was the MVP though. Oh! Now, where'd these come from? Haven. How'd they get spotted? Who contacted them?
How did you find us out here?
Thank you.
We were on patrol and saw the smoke. No one's been out here for years. Thought something might be wrong.
What if we don't make it in time?
So it was actually quite convenient that they were attacked. Okay, yes. That is why it's called No Safe Haven. They're actually at Haven. You made it! Oh! You've conquered your past, Ren. It's dead. Well done. Oh! My heart! Oh, this vocal. Alright. But it's called No Safe Haven. That makes me think something is going to go wrong. The worst part is not even knowing what that is. Oh. I'm so happy for you. It must have been so scary. Like, all the doubt and fear that she'd lose her uncle, and then getting attacked by that big thing. Oh?
Hey, sis.
Oh, you're...
My letters have been
Oh.
reaching you and Dad. Handwritten stuff's never been super reliable, but I guess it's all we've got these days.
Well, Tai Yang said that he'd not
Anyway,
heard
in
from
case you
Ruby.
haven't been getting them, want
I
to say
don't
I'm
think
sorry
she's been
for
getting
what I
them.
did. I know you told me it was a reckless idea, and
Oh,
everything I've been
it's
through,
sweet
I
that
can
she
definitely
spoke
stand
about it
for
with
that.
Yang before she left.
It's been hard on all of us. And I'm not just talking about the monsters we fought out here.
Okay, you can hide out back in the cargo hold. I'll take you as far as I can, but if we get caught, you're on your own. Understand?
Every step we made took us further and further away from the things we knew. And every
So-
morning we woke up wondering if just over the next hill would be something good. Or
What
something
happened to Ruby's mail then?
It's scary, not knowing what's going to happen next. And the things we do know now, just how bad it can get. It almost makes it all worse. You told me once that bad things just happen.
Looking cool?
You were angry when you said it, and I didn't want to listen. But you were right. Bad things do happen
Aw, Tai.
all the time. Every day. Which is why I'm out here. To do whatever I can, wherever I can.
As you said in Volume 1,
Hopefully do some good.
that's why we're here, to make it better.
We've all lost something. And I've seen what loss can do to people.
This is a really good summary. Oh, the symbolism.
But if we gave up every time we lost, then we'd never be able to move forward.
That's nice. I like the
Never
detail
had a
that she had to
chance
prop
see
herself
beautiful
up to
things
see out the
that we
window.
might have waiting for us. or the world around us. And we'd never be there for other people who might one day be lost without us.
So Blake went to Menagerie.
This is what we were training for, Yang. To become huntresses.
So fans may be
Be
getting
the
some
ones to
Bumblebee
stand up
moments
and do something about
in
all the
Volume
bad
5.
in the world.
Approaching City of Mistral.
Because there are plenty of people out there who are still lost. And even more who will try to gain everything they can from their sorrow.
Oh. Checking in with the villains again.
Believe me when I say, I know it can feel impossible. Like every single day is a struggle against some unstoppable monster we can never hope to beat.
Oh boy.
We have to try. If not
I
us,
do not
then
like
finish
this
what we've already
implication.
Then for the people we haven't lost yet.
Oh, Ruby. Oh. Poor summer child has been through so
I
much.
miss you so much.
She's literally a summer child.
But I think you'd all be proud to know that I made it to Mistral.
I am so proud.
And we even ran into Uncle Crow along the way.
My inner ear was burning.
Hey. Aren't I normally the one saving you?
Yeah, that's a good reversal.
He's going to take us to see Professor Lionheart, the headmaster of
That's a
the
cool name.
Academy. And
There's
he told us
Oz's
some
staff.
things that you're gonna want to hear. Things I can't trust will make it to you in this letter.
Smart, Ruby.
But maybe
Smart.
if you joined us, he could tell you himself. With Beacon gone, they'll need Dad
Okay.
more than ever. And I know you need to focus on yourself.
Where did
before
you
they
end up,
expect
Yang?
you to come out with me.
Mistral. Okay. For some reason I thought the boat arrived at Menagerie like before. Never mind.
You are in so much trouble when I find you.
Ha! She knows that was Ruby. So she is on her way to Ruby, okay.
Your loving sister, Ruby Rose.
So Yang and Ruby are going to reunite. Oh, yes. I've got a thought I'm holding in, by the way. I'll mention
I'll
it
be sure to
after
give
the
you address
credits.
of where we'll be staying in Mistral.
Or during.
I'd love to hear back from you and Dad, and I can't wait to fill you in on whatever's going to happen next. Now that we've made it across Anima, I really think things are gonna start going our way.
Thanks for the jinx.
Salem always did say you were quite hospitable.
People were calling that. I'm surprised that they were right. That Watts was, you had some dealings going on with Haven and some sort of corruption with the headmaster. So though people were slightly off because they said that Watts was the headmaster. But that doesn't really fly because Ozpin knew all the headmasters and he seems to know who the council members are. So that wouldn't really make sense. That would be a contradiction because he would know that that person that was the headmaster was also on the council. So it makes more sense then that they are working together but they're not the same person. Oh, guitar! Yeah, I've got to give a proper listen to the soundtrack of this volume without the speaking over it. Okay, yeah, I should give a proper listen to these songs later, so I may as well start talking while I wait for the end scene. The thought I was holding on to earlier while Ruby was writing her letter, with all of the RWBY girls seeming to have a smile on their face, they're about to set off, do whatever. I think I get what's going on. Volume 1, right, introduced us to the good guys. Volume 2 fleshed out the bad guys. Volume 3 is where they clashed and things went wrong and the good guys tanked. Volume 4 has been the stage where we pick ourselves off the canvas. The characters sort themselves out, they sort their feelings out, they grow as characters, and they put on their gloves ready to continue the fight. And Volume 5 will be the next round of the fight. I get it. That is such a great way of doing it. This was essentially the recovery phase, and now we're going to be fresh out of the gate for Volume 5. Yeah, obviously the best part of this episode was Ren getting his justice against that creature for both him and Nora and everyone else that it killed. Like I say, I wasn't quite expecting that it would die, but I suppose in a story sense it had to, because this represented Ren coming face to face with his own personal demon, and that demon's got to be vanquished. I see now that it could have only ended that way, but I really love the way that they did it. So I am extremely pleased with how this went down. And I caught 90% of what RWBY was saying, but it was all that nicely poetic, we all grew as people and learned something kind of stuff. I was so proud of her. I was proud of John. Like, when he was first with Crow, hiding him away, I thought he was going to stay with him, as an excuse, just took him out of danger's way. But no, he gave a significant contribution. I'm so happy that he did that. Armed and ready. It does sound cool from what I'm hearing of it. Though I'm a sucker for rock guitars anyway. That's why Divide is my favourite song of Volume 3. Reminded me of Yellow Card, with how there was some violin and strings thrown in there. Oh, that guitar! It's so sexy! The best part now is I don't have to add anybody's RWBY reactions to my watch later list on YouTube when I catch up. Now there is no waiting, I can just see all of them. I haven't seen that episode yet, I need to react to it before I can watch this reaction. I can go through my list now and have a big clean out. Looking forward to it. What do you got? Let's have a look at this ending clip. Hey, he's out of bed.
Excuse me.
Oh, ho, ho.
You know, I don't think they allow kids in here.
This is tasty.
Shut up, I'm getting there. I'm supposed to tell you.
This is an awkward reunion.
I'd like my cane back.
It's good to see you again, Oz.
Okay. Wow. Alright. Okay. So Ozpin did tell Crow what he's all about. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, this was quite an ending to the volume, but it perfectly sets up Volume 5 without everybody is setting out and about to do some good. So, yeah, the good guys are finally back on their feet and they're gonna strut some pretty good stuff in Volume 5. There's less of a we're cowering, we're healing, we're trying to survive, you know, let's just live. Now it's let's give a punch to your face. This is we're ready again. We're actually bringing the fight to you. This is going to be really cool. So I reckon that at the very least the first half of Volume 5 is going to be dealing with whatever's happening at Haven and the plans to make that full. We might even be spending some time with some new characters in the Haven student base, like Ruby and Yang and the rest of Team Ranger could be like interacting and becoming friends with some of the people there, the other students. We could meet some cool teachers. Like, there's a lot of avenues they could explore for character interaction in Volume 5 Haven area. And Blake looks like she's almost completely sorted her feelings out now regarding the White Fang. They're going to try and get everything back under order and basically remove Adam from the equation. He's the main apple spoiling the bunch. And Weiss has successfully escaped through being a stowaway on a ship, which I think is amusing because her first encounter with Sun, she was like calling him a criminal or whatever, like because he was a stowaway on the ship that he arrived on. And guess who's the stowaway now? She bribed someone, but it's, as he said, you know, if they get caught, then she has to be turned in because it is against the law. This is smuggling. Just like with immigrants and stuff. So I think it's cool that Weiss has come full circle on that. There's something that unnerved me that I forgot to bring up during the credits was that Cinder was directly, through Emerald Semblance, training to kill Ruby, which I understand that because she's the one that put her in such a condition, but it makes you fear for Ruby when these two eventually meet up again. Because I'm sure that Cinder is going to go through some sort of improvement that makes sure that she won't insta-lose again the next time the Silver Eyes come into play. And something that was also interesting to me is Ruby did not activate her Silver Eyes at any point during this volume, which I actually kind of appreciate. Because, you know, in shows like this, I venture out and say, like, anime kind of things, if a power gets introduced, a power-up that a character unlocks, they pretty quickly start trying to use it in every fight that they have, or there is some sort of climax that happens where it comes out again and they have a bit of a better control over it. But Ruby has not seen that power again yet. I mean, granted, she might not have been pushed far enough yet or been put through enough trauma yet, but I think it was refreshing that we didn't immediately jump into mastering that power. There is still time for that kind of thing to develop. I do appreciate that. And to those who were saying that Ruby's bursting into petals seemed to have disappeared from the first couple of episodes, it was back. She was using it to great effect against the Nuckelavee, which was a phenomenal Grim in both design and how creepy it was, especially with its almost boneless movement on top. That was cool. Stretchy arms, which was a bit weird, but also cool. And yeah, that fight scene was pretty damn epic. I was so happy with this episode. All the sentimental notes hit me right. The overall rising feeling of hope with all the girls setting off, that was cool. It just makes you wish that you could freeze yourself in time and already jump into Volume 5. But sadly we can't do that. What I can do, though, is hop into Star vs. the Forces of Evil again soon, since new episodes have been coming out. And I also maybe want to catch up on Pokemon Abridged, because they're, on 27 now? And I think the last one I saw was 16, 17. I've got something to catch up with in there. And ponies are coming back soon. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 7. Can you believe it? So I have still got a lot on my plate, really, including some series I promised some people I'd watch, but have been on the back burner for like 2 years now. Oh. But, oh, wow. Oh. You see, I am so hot. I am taking my hat off. I know, blasphemy. I just want to make sure I have said everything that there is to say about this episode. Oh. You know what? I think I have. One last thing. The Renora, guys! The Renora! That was so awesome! Like, I don't know if they are going to confirm a relationship soon. Yeah, I don't know if that was still... You see, I haven't been very generous with awarding a ship development card on my bingo sheet lately. I didn't award any Lancaster points for John and Ruby's talk because, you see, I'm a bit more strict and non-shipping goggles with this kind of thing. Any moment that could be platonic does not count, and that was a very platonic and much needed leader talk, lead to leader. That was awesome character-wise and for their bond as characters, but there wasn't anything that suggested explicit romanticism, and that means it cannot count. And the thing is, for me to count something for the bingo sheet, it has to be development, as in a step forward in a relationship towards either showing the intent of romance or, like, it's almost happening. It's like the next stage towards it happening. Like, say, Marco and Jackie from Star vs. the Forces of Evil, moving from a nod to saying hi, that counts as an advancement because it's different to where he was before. When he had her sit next to him on the bus, that was an advancement. That counts as ship development, as in the most technical terms you can be having. But Ren and Nora, I feel, have always been so close that it's hard to tell when that has gone up a level, because they comfort each other over their personal issues all the time. So even on the ship ride towards Haven, that hand holding and flight and just relaxing and stuff, that doesn't necessarily mean it's any more than it was before. I mean, it very well might be, but if it's not concrete, it's not concrete, as in you can definitely say that it's in a better position than it was before. Because I could imagine them comforting each other like that even back in Volume 1, because, fair enough, we know their backstory now, so we get an even deeper view of their characters, but they are still the same characters that they were, and so it's like, I want them to actually say something towards them actually getting together before I count it. And that was a really tough decision to not fling up that card when they were having all these moments, you know, the Renora development card. Because I don't see it as development. I see it as reaffirming the very strong, almost lover-like bond that they already have. You know, I get stuck in that kind of mindset because I want to be 100% literal and sure when it comes to shipping, because I don't want to be disappointed. And I don't mean that as in Renora's not going to happen. I totally think it is, but I don't want to jump the gun with anything. I don't want to say that something's happened when there's even the slightest room for doubt. And I think by now you totally get what I'm going for and why I haven't been awarding the shipping cards despite good ship fuel moments. But there's an important difference for that. Ship fuel is fuel for shipping goggles. It's not actually 100% concrete evidence of advancement of a ship. These are the kind of things I have wanted to say for so long regarding a load of fandoms and would-be ships and so-called ships and fan-popular ships versus unpopular fan ships and stuff like that. Like, you know, there's only a certain point I can take before I speak out. And so that's how I feel about all this. Yes, John and RWBY grew closer as people and as friends, but I like Lancaster, alright, but I didn't see anything that could be construed as strictly, that's the point, strictly romantic. And with Ren and Nora, I don't feel like they've advanced further than they were until we get more expansion on them holding hands on the ship. But that's a maybe for now, because I am convinced that that's the sort of body language they already shared. And I mean, yeah, the camera drew focus on Nora putting her hand on Ren, but that could still just be, you know, it is over. You know, like, I'm still here. We made it. I still think that could be something that could happen at any time. So, yeah, I have wasted, what, 5 minutes maybe talking about why or why not I didn't give a shipping card. I think what it is I know that this will be the last RWBY reaction for quite a while, and I'm just trying to give it some air of finality by talking as much as I can. But at this moment I'm just blowing hot air, and quite frankly I think I've said everything I want to say. So I'm just gonna jet off. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching these. Currently I have uploaded up to tipping point, I think, and I'm probably gonna edit Punished tonight. It is the 15th, 10 to 9 at night. Yeah, response has been pretty good so far. So I learned that I got someone into RWBY. That was cool. I'm very happy for that person because they were so patiently waiting for me to get back to Star Versus and how it's airing again. I said, I need to do RWBY first. And they went off and looked at it and they actually liked it. And they're waiting for me to post all of these. So hopefully I can do that as soon as possible. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the ride. I've certainly enjoyed the ride. I'm going to hop on other people's rides very soon and enjoy that with them some more. So I'll see you guys next time.